Hi, so I recently got a bunch of books on Amazon and I thought I might share them with you guys. So, the first one I got was My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I think this is translated from Italian, which I am. And I believe it's like a series of like 4 books that like follow friends that like are friends for life, and they just stay together, falling out of touch. I don't know a ton about it, but I know it's like contemporary women's fiction coming of age, and that's like kind of up my alley. This is Love and Lattes at Pumpkin Hollow. Like, this gives me the same vibes just based on the cover as the Pumpkin Spice bookstore series. So that's why I was attracted to it, and also just like cutesy fall shit. I mean, look at that. Willow Connor has one shot to save her family's farm. She has exactly 0 pumpkins and only 6 weeks to make it happen. Enter Dylan Henderson, a hotshot property consultant with a clipboard full of reasons why selling is the smarter choice. Okay. This kind of sounds like a Lifetime movie I watched a while ago, but not exactly. It was around Christmas, and there was a whole enemies to lovers thing where a guy was trying to convince her dad to like sell the wine business, but she wanted to keep it up. So yeah, and this is Accomplice to the Villain. So this is a cute little rom-com about I think it might be the second or third of the series. About Evie Sage, and if you recognize her, this series was born because she used to do like book type videos on here about like, you know, being the villains, like working for the villain, but then they fall in love. So yeah, I think that's fun, and I think that's cute, and that's basically what I know this is in butter. Now this sounded very interesting to me. Like, now from what I heard, this is about a woman that like went to prison for like killing people or something. And yeah, and then this journalist like writes her about her recipe because the woman that went to prison for killing someone used to be like a chef or something. So yeah, so I'm excited for this. And then I have Valeria McGutry, The Streets of Laredo. I think this is the sequel to Lonesome Dove, or one of them. So that'll be fun. That'll be cool. The cover is very pretty. And then I have Zom Rom-Com here, which is very cute. This is about this girl that is like, and I think there's plus size representation based on how she looks on the cover. That's very cute, very pretty. Where like she thinks her neighbor is sweet and innocent when the world is ending, and like she has to save him or whatever from the zombie apocalypse. But it turns out he's like secretly a vampire, and I got that from the back book. I'm not spoiling anything for you. And so then they work together to like save people, and he's very protective over her, and he wanted her to stay in place, but she wants to go save people. So that's that. And then last but not least, I bought A Deadly Inheritance, where this is interesting. This is a thriller for me. And the main character is a dude. So Detective Kaz Beauchamp is dispatched to a double murder in a South London townhouse. It looks like a simple botched burglary until Kaz gets a tip off about the well-heeled family's nefarious past. And Healed, I used to watch WWE briefly, so I know what this is. And Healed is spelled like high heel, but it's not meant that way. A heel is a villainous character. So this family, I guess, is like known for being villainous or something. It even mentions their nefarious past in the same sentence. Kai's own circumstances have changed recently. Some complicated inheritance Tetris that has meant the Beauchamps are another rightful owners of the substantial country estate. They're still adjusting to life in the upper echelons of society. And when Caius recognizes the victims from a recent luxury train ride, Elle starts to feel a little too close for comfort. So, that sounds interesting. And there's different reviews on the back, and I think there's like different books in the series. I don't know if they're like all standalones or whatever. I'm gonna have to like look into that. But it's cool, like, because this one's blue, that one's purple, that one's green. I think that's cool. It's like, someone on TikTok called that, like, and she was talking about Emily Henry's books for the context, and she was saying it's like Mary-Kate and Ashley, like, matching, where, like, it's basically like your coordinate, like, they're the same style, but different fonts, different colors, you know. So, that's my little book haul. I do have a bonus surprise at the end for you since we have time. Stay if you're an Indiana Fever fan of the WNBA. If not, feel free to scroll. But I also got the Stranger Things jersey. And yes, I got Kaylin's because, you know, I mean, I'm a basic bitch and she's my favorite. Just leave me alone. It's my money and I can spend it how I want. This is the back. Isn't that cute? And this... It was, although they're not sponsoring me, so I can tell you this firsthand, it's so expensive. It was $130. 130 American dollars from their website. Although, so if I was going to get this jersey, if I was you, I would go on the WNBA website because it's exactly the same. It's totally legit. You're not going to get a fake. If you want to get a fake for a fraction of these prices, that's your business, but it's $100. Which is still expensive, but it's way less than $130. And then also this came out to be $140 with, like, shipping and tax and all that. So, yeah, if you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for a jersey, maybe just an arm, I would recommend doing that. I didn't know that it was cheaper on the WNBA website until after I bought it, because I've just been fiending for these jerseys for so long because I knew they had them. Even, like, before Kaylin entered the league, back when, like a few years ago when she was still in college. And, like, obviously we didn't know she was going to be on the Indiana Fever. But we just thought, I say we as, like, Caitlin Clark fandom. Shout out if you're out there. And just Indiana Fever fans in general. We just thought maybe she would look so good in this. The whole team would look so good in this because it's black and none of the other jerseys are black. And it's red too. That's a cute color. But yeah, I really like this. I'm glad I went for the, like, official thing. But yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Bye.